Hey hat nerds, it's Kevin from JJ Hat Center. Kevin from Hats and Guitars. One of those rare moments where it's a little slow and I could do a little lecture from the store today. I like to talk about hats that I don't talk about often. In fact, they're not really even hats, they're caps. So let's talk about Newsboy caps. I know Dave has been waiting for a while. Okay. A lot of people think all these things are called Newsboys. These are basically caps. There are two different types of caps out there. The flat cap, which is narrow and skinny and wedge-shaped, and the Newsboy, which has a button on top and 8 sections like a pie, and it's baggy, okay? Newsboys are baggy. Flat caps are narrow. Now, flat caps are also known as Ivy caps. In the business, we call this an Ivy, I-V-Y, like Ivy League. So an Ivy cap is a more basic, more standard shape, where the Newsboy is a specialty hat. It's a little more wider and it's a little more nostalgic. So if you're not sure what somebody wants, this is the more basic thing. Some people call all of these Newsboys, which is incorrect. They're all caps. This is not a Newsboy cap. Okay, that's an Ivy cap, otherwise known as a flat cap, a driving cap, driver's cap, cheese cutter. I've heard a million different words for it. Kangol cap, flat cap is good enough. Business, we call it Ivy caps. These are going to be narrower. If you've got a skinnier face, you're a slender guy, most likely this is what you're going to wear. Now, Ivy caps come in different widths. They come skinny, wider. This is fairly narrow. They might come a tiny bit narrower than this, but not much. There's almost nothing on the sides here. But in general, yeah, Ivy caps, flat caps are narrower. Newsboys are wider, but both variations come wide or skinny. So you could get a flat cap that's skinny or a flat cap that's wide. Although a wide flat cap is not that popular, it's a very nostalgic kind of a look, like, you know, kind of like that. That's super wide Ivy cap. It almost looks like a Newsboy with no button because it flops on the sides. Now, amongst Newsboy caps, you've got something like this, which is medium. It's more of a modern Newsboy. That's our Dockside Newsboy, D-O-C-K. S-I-D-E, the Dockside Newsboy. They're made in Italy, custom made for us. What we do is we have the sales rep come in here, show us dozens of different cap shapes, and we choose the shape that we like, and we base our entire line around it. And then we start picking swatches, and everybody in the store votes on the swatches, and we might say we want 2 Harris tweeds. This one is an Italian cap with Harris tweed fabric. So the Harris tweed is from Scotland. Scottish fabric. Harris tweed is some of the best tweed. Comes from the island of Harris in Scotland and the Outer Hebrides or something. Yeah, Hebrides, Outer Hebrides. There's only one place that makes these in Scotland, and well, one area. Harris tweeds, the real deal, and that little fuzzy finish is what keeps the rain and the snow from permeating into it. Gorgeous. They almost have rainbow colors if you look really close. Here's another Harris tweed and an Ivy. Look at those colors. They're like inspired by the countryside, you know, really natural colors. Almost any color in the rainbow if you look really closely, but you go back, it's basically taupe colored, like a brownish taupe. A touch of green, a touch of blue, a little rust. There's everything in there though. Okay, so your Irish tweeds are going to be generally the bulkiest and the thickest. These are from Ireland. You can see the difference between the Irish tweed and a Harris tweed. Super bulky, thick, wintry. That's the Tully. That's one of your wider Newsboys, very wide. You also have a button, snap, so you could do one of these. I like these baggy ones. You can do the beret thing. You can also get your ears in there when it's really cold. You put your ears inside, which is pretty cool. But in general, I'm going to say this, the ivy cap is skinnier and it's more basic. It's more accessible for more people. If you've got a wide face, really big shoulders, if you're kind of a fat guy, or tons of hair, lots of curly hair, something big, bushy hair, all those things are not going to work with a skinny cap. You don't want a skinny cap with like your hair just kind of coming out of it. So, you know, a guy like me with lots and lots of hair, I'd probably do a bigger cap like this. But somebody slimmer, somebody a little bit more basic and just more meat and potatoes, you know, it's going to buy an ivy cap. Where a newsboy cap is a little more nostalgic, a little bit more fashionable, and a little more bagginess, some stuff going on there. It's a bit more of a risky sort of a purchase, more daring is the word, I guess. So, yeah, whether you're an ivy guy or a newsboy guy, you have to try them on. Generally, people gravitate towards one or the other, but there are some people who can wear both. I'm going to say 99% of it is taste, is putting it on and just looking in the mirror and say, that's the look that I like. Some people are going to like a wide cap, some people narrow. You got to try it and find out. But I could give you the guidelines. Newsboys are basically wide and baggy. They have a button. Ivy caps or flat caps will be narrower, no button, more basic and skinny without any flop on the sides. All right. Also, all this stuff comes in summer weight. You could get them in linen for summer or wool. They do come in things like suede and leathers too, but they're a little harder to get. Oh, and also we have them with ear flaps inside that tuck in for the winter if you want something for super cold weather. All right? We're scared.